Hi guys, this is a short video with some Qigong practices or stillness Qigong practices for relaxing the lower back. Initially, I had intended to make this video just for a friend of mine who has some low back issues, but I thought if I'm going to do this, why not share it with everybody? So obviously, there's a lot of causes of low back problems, and there's a lot of different types of low back problems. Qigong or Jingong by itself is unlikely to completely cure a problem. This is due to the fact that often when we have long-term injuries, muscles tend to atrophy or certain muscles compensate for other muscles. And of course, there are also things like deformities of discs and things like that, and degeneration of the spine that obviously also are problems that qigong just can't address. But one of the places where qigong shines is in the relaxation department and also in assisting and improving blood flow in specific areas or improving circulation. We all know that improved circulation will help to remove toxins from muscles, and we also know that it also assists in reduction of inflammation, along with many other metrics. So, understanding how to do some qigong exercises that will relax various parts of our bodies, which might be suffering from chronic injury and chronic pain, can be really profoundly helpful. So, there are so many different ways to practice qigong for the back, and there's a number of different locations we can use on the back. We're not confined only to one, obviously. Um, but having said that, probably for the lower back, if you're talking about the area above or below or right around the level of the kidneys, I think this is a particularly useful exercise for getting the muscles in that area to relax, release tension, and gradually also change the structure of the lower back. I say this advisedly with a bit of precaution, but what I mean is that if you can relax this area consistently for long enough, then eventually the way that your lower back works will change because you'll gain flexibility. Okay, so the number one thing for this practice is done seated. It doesn't involve any movements. You can put your hands on your lap or you can put your hands over your belly button. It is completely up to you. It's done with eyes closed. The breathing that you're going to use for this is very gentle. So the breath will come and go through your nose, and it should be so slow and gradual and calm and unhurried that you can't hear it. And the idea here is that once you start doing the practice, then eventually you'll forget the breath. Okay, so the practice is starting from the two kidneys in your back. Imagine that black mist is collecting between them, and the mist is sort of semi transparent, semi translucent, and that mist is gathering sort of in the space between the kidneys and then growing out to the size of the lower back and the entire area that you suppose your kidneys occupy. And then you're going to imagine that your breath is mixing together with the mist. So on the inhalation, it's causing the mist to expand slightly outward from your lower back, but also from your abdomen in general. And then on the exhalation, you're going to imagine the mist is relaxing inward, so that it's relaxing into the surface of your body. This is a variation of the very popular style of Qigong called skin breathing. So you breathe out, breathe in, imagine the mist expanding outward from your body, black mist. Breathe out, allow it to relax inward. And during this, you may already feel like you have some small movement in your lower back from the breath. Don't exaggerate it, just let it be natural. Breathing in and expanding outward. Breathing out and relaxing inward. Now, the key to this practice is that as you do this imagination of this mist, you allow yourself to become more and more relaxed. And you can do that by putting more attention on the out breath and making it very slow and calm and gradual. So you start to enter into a state where that darkness that you're imagining sort of mixes with your breath, but it also mixes with your awareness. And your awareness becomes increasingly deep and increasingly calm and increasingly remote. In the Tao Te Ching, Lao Tzu says, deep in the darkness, its center has essence. So the idea is the essence of this practice is located in very profound darkness and self-forgetting. And so you'll just continue to practice in this way, integrating with this black mist, with your breath, with your awareness. And if you can keep going until you completely forget where you are, and you completely forget your thoughts, and maybe even forget your breath and your body, then the practice will have the best benefit. If you do this for 15, 20 minutes or so, typically you will get really good benefit from it. I don't think there's any need to do it more at first, and even 5 or 10 minutes is enough to get some benefit. Obviously, if you experience discomfort when you do this, then you should modify your posture, or it may be the case that this one's not for you. So when you pick Qigong techniques, you should pick those ones that work for you, which are comfortable, rather than trying to force yourself to do something that doesn't work. But one way that I like to modify my Qigong sitting is that I sit in a reclining chair and allow myself to relax backward. And that gives my back a little bit of traction, and it opens my spine. Then I also hold this posture, which is called Wu Gu, or firm grasping. It's basically the way baby sleeps. So the thumbs go into the hands, and then the hands slightly close, and then I just keep my hands in my lap, basically, and meditate like that, and then do that visualization of the mist from within the kidneys, and all that entails. And I find that it has excellent results. If you are into Qigong, another thing that it will do over time is open your Du Meridian, so the Qi will connect from your kidneys to your brain, which is a really cool side benefit. It doesn't require you to do any really active stuff. This is a very, very passive technique. Qigong was developed and promoted especially by Chen Yingning during the early part of the during the 1950s and 60s. It was his idea that Qigong had much more restorative benefit from Donggong, or moving practice. I think that both of them are excellent, but I think that we can really, really benefit from the relaxation benefits of Qigong. I will leave the video short and sweet, so I hope that you enjoy this and give it a try and see if it works for you. Okay, bye-bye.